Good morning, everyone. This is Ida with Created to Create. If you are not 18 years or older, this video content is not intended for you. For those of you that are left, I have a project share. I created a card. I went into my hoard vault. I bought a die set a while back. It's been years, I can tell you that much. And it is by Tonic Studio, and it had a coordinating cameo set that went with it. And I hadn't played with it because I was hoarding it because I knew that once I used the cameos, I wouldn't have any more. So what I'm going to do is probably create a mold because they don't make them anymore. But although you can, any cameo that you have this size will work for this, but I kind of want the originals or as close to the originals as I can get. So this is the card that I created, and it's like a front pocket card. And I went with cream colored cardstock. So all I did was emboss the back with an Anna Griffin, I think it's Anna Griffin, no, Teresa Collins folder. And this is I think it's an A4 size, which is an 8.5 by 11. So it's a large embossing folder. So I embossed the back, and this is the only one I had that had at least some type of flowers. So I used this one. I think these are like cabbage roses or something like that. And so I embossed the back, and then I put a layer of burgundy cardstock. I love this paper because even though it's kind of vintagey, it does have like some burgundy in it. So I was able to pull out that burgundy by bringing it in with the burgundy paper down here. And then the pocket right here, let me take these out actually. Go ahead and take these out. Let's take these out so you can see the card better. So there's what my card looks like, and this is again a pocket in here. What I'm highlighting or spotlighting today is my cameos that like I said, I took out of my hoard vault. And this is what the cameos look like, and they are by Tonic Studio, and I have had them several years now, and I was just hoarding them because like I said, when I ran out, I knew I wasn't gonna have any more. And they coordinate with this die right here that's called Harriet and Helena Header Fold Die Set, and it does come with all three of them in the set. It comes with the cameos, so each header is 3 pieces. You get the top piece, the bottom piece, and then the cameo is a separate piece, and you have 3 different ones in here. I think this one has 2 girls in them. I'm gonna have to try them out. And here is the back. There is the number if you guys want to look for it. I did try looking for it so I could post a link in the description box. I didn't find it. So maybe you have more luck with it, or you're better at it than I am, because I couldn't find it. So anyway, here's the one. I used the top one. This one on top is the one that I used. And it's supposed to go on the top of the card. You know, it's for the top. Let me see if there's an image here. Yeah. If you can see, hopefully you can see this image, that it's on the top of a card. And but I wanted it in the top of my pocket. But it would be beautiful even if you were doing like for a Sweet 16 a card, or a quinceañera card, or even for your mom, if your mom likes cameos and stuff like that, your sister, this card would be great for any occasion for any female in your family. And this paper is a digital paper. It is on Etsy, and I think it's 2 sets. One is the ephemera, and the other one is the designer paper. And I will link her in the description box, or her shop, and then you can go on there and search. So I wanted to pull out some of this burgundy that was up here, and I did that by adding a burgundy layer right here, and I only wanted a very narrow, like 1/8 of an inch to show. So I only left a little bit, and then I added another layer of the cream, but the cream in this one is a pearlized color, so it's still cream like this paper, but it's pearlized. And then I did the cut apart. This is a piece that was in the paper with the lines. I love the way that looks. And then in the front, I cut out my pocket, as high as I wanted it. I think I did like 4 inches because this card is a 5.5 by 7.5, because I wanted to be able to accommodate a pocket and still have some borders left on the side. So after I cut out my piece of paper, I went ahead and cut the top off with my die, and the burgundy, I cut it out in burgundy first with just the one piece. I'll share that with you. I cut it out with just this top piece, the burgundy, because I didn't need the filigree work. All I needed was the outline for the top. So I used the top piece right here because these are 3 pieces. And then I cut another piece of paper the same length, without the little part on the bottom to scork, because I did turn it into a pocket. So that 1/2 inch, I took off that 1/2 inch on the bottom that I was folding under. So all I needed was the piece that was going to show on top. And on this, for the cream paper, I used all 3 dies. I used the top piece, the filigree piece, and the cameo to cut it out. And even though you can't see the cameo because it's under the original cameo, if you find these dies, it would work. It would still work for you, and you could just layer, maybe cut it out of foam and then out of paper or something like that. It would still work for you. So I made the pocket here, and what I did with the pocket, I actually, when I cut out the pocket, I didn't adhere the sides. All I adhered to this top piece that says notes on it, to the back piece of this paper, I adhered the bottom flap to my pocket. That way, when I slide something in and out, it's not going to get caught up. And the only thing that and after I had adhered it, and then I closed in the pocket. And then I added a little piece of lace down here that my friend Jacqueline, I believe Jacqueline gifted me this piece. I'm not for sure, but she's given me a lot of lace, so I wouldn't be surprised. And she's Metallark001 here on YouTube. And so I just added one of the little scallops here. It's got, sections. I'll share it with you. It's this one right here, and it has several little sections, but I just used one right here. And look at how pretty that looks. And then I added stickles to the roses just here and there in the burgundy colors, because it's like an iridescent or a diamond stickles. And I love the way it picks up the colors in it. And then and I do have it on foam. I used that foam sheet, and I used a red one, very similar to the burgundy. If I'd have had a burgundy, I would have put a burgundy in there. That way it would kind of camouflage with the burgundy on the paper. It would kind of, it wouldn't stand out. You wouldn't notice it. It would kind of make it disappear there. But I had red, so you can't really tell. And so here is the inside of my card. I left it plain on the one side, but here is the other. And again, this is that designer paper. I think it's called Vintage Notes. And right here, I love this paper because right up here I could stamp mom or sister or whatever I wanted to, or friend, and then I could write my note right here on the lines. And I kind of fussy cut around these hearts and roses because I wanted a little bit of the cream to be showing back here, the embossed part. And it had these cards right here, so I wanted to have a tuck spot, so I just cut right here on the top line of this card and all the way down right above the little banner. I didn't want to cut into this little banner. I stopped there so I could tuck something in here. If I wanted to tuck a gift card in here instead of these stamps and the dress form that I have in here that are part of the ephemera paper, I could just tuck a gift card there. Or if I didn't want to write on the card, I could tuck a little note in there. If I was giving it to a friend and wanted to leave it blank so she could use it, I could just tuck a little note in there. But this is what I created. I hope that you like what I created. Again, here's the back. The stickles are not quite dry because I just did that. And then here is some of the ephemera that went in there. And I kind of just paper clipped several pieces together. And just, I found a heart paper clip. Whenever you guys send me paper clips, I save them so I can have different variety of them. So I just added a hard paper clip. Again, I can just tuck it into the pocket right in here. And with this one, This dress form is in the ephemera as well, and I fussy cut it and I turned it into a paper clip. Here's the back to it. I kind of put two pieces of paper together, the one that I was going to cut out that had the dress form, and then just one that had a bunch of flowers in it, so it would be pretty on the back and in the front. And I did add some the dry stickles distress glitter. It's called rock candy. I can link that in the description box. And I did use some of this multimedia matte to add the stickles with, on this piece right here. And I turned it into a paper clip, and it had a little, I had a little piece of the lace left over, and I kind of just adhered it to the bottom of the dress form. And again, it is a paper clip. So the paper clip is embedded in there. This idea came from my friend Carolyn, who is Tea Time and Dolls here on YouTube, and she's got a video on these paper clips. So I'll link her channel in the description box as well, and just look for her paper clip video, and you'll see how she creates those where you don't see the paper clip at all. So anyway, this is, and I'll just tuck this one in here. And look at how pretty that looks. So this is a pocket card that could be used for any occasion, for any, this could be like a bridal shower card, a wedding card, Mother's Day, birthday, just because, congratulations. It could be anything for a woman. So there it is, guys. I hope that you like what I created, and I hope that you find those dies, if not the cameos, at least the die, especially if you like vintage. I love the Victorian theme paper crafts or items, and I love antiques as well. So this was one thing that I really liked it when I first saw it, but I think when I got it, it was already on the way out, because I think it was like on sale or something. And I did search for it, but I wasn't able to. Hopefully you guys can find it. I hope everyone is having a great day. I hope that this gives you ideas. This would be great for a mini album page. I think this would be a great page for a mini album as well. And after I created it, I thought, wow, this would make a great mini album page. So you might be seeing that in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone is having a great day, and God bless. Bye.